We're in Minneapolis today with Master Gardener Meleah Maynard. She's going to tell us how to avoid the dreaded perennial flop. Meleah, why do perennials flop?
Tall perennials just get too top heavy as the season goes on. This goldenrod here is not done growing, and one quick rain and this just ends up doing a face plant right on the ground, and it looks terrible. It also looks really leggy.
Yes, they do indeed. So how do you prune? Why, and what's the benefit of that?
There's a lot of different benefits to pruning tall perennials. One of the best ones is they stop looking so leggy. If you prune them back, you get a much bushier plant, you get more blooms and less of this just tall stem thing going on. I always try to prune before they set their buds.
Okay.
So fairly early in the season. With something like goldenrod that blooms so late in the year, it's fine to wait until later into July.
Okay. And how much do you cut back?
With something this tall, I would go in and cut it halfway. You could even go down to a third if you wanted. One thing to note is when you do cut your tall perennials back, you are going to delay the bloom.
Okay.
So figure 2, sometimes even 3 weeks later, you'll be getting blooms.
Will it send up new shoots from the ground?
No.
All right, so it'll send up new growth from
the
stem
side
where you
shoots
cut it.
And from the stem, yeah. You'll start, in this case, you'll just get a bushier plant. You notice how it has these little side shoots going off. So
show me where you cut.
Sure. I would go down on this one. This one's very tall. So I'd probably cut right here on this one. And on these that are a little shorter, I might just go maybe to here. Cutting at various heights makes it look nicer too. It's almost like a bouquet effect.
Sure. And what kinds of plants would you do this to? This is a goldenrod.
Yes, goldenrod, Russian sage, phlox, Joe Pyeweed is a great one. You know how the heads are so heavy and
yes, and they get so tall, right?
I really like red swamp milkweed and other milkweeds. Same thing. Cut them way back. Turtlehead, great example.
Okay.
The ones you do not want to cut are the ones that produce flowers on their stems, like liatris.
Okay. Do you cut them all at the same time?
You can cut them all at the same time, and if you're pressed for time, that's a great way to go. But as you can see, I've already cut some of these back. And I haven't cut these yet. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And it's ideally you could cut at different times, maybe one area, maybe every week for 3 weeks. And you get a bunch of different staggered blooms at different heights. It's beautiful.
It's a great idea, Meleah. A timely cut that extends the blooming season. Perfect.